This is MJ. I am going to be publishing this to every feed I have, both active and, I guess, completed or passive, if you want to call it that. Uh, I've done a broad-based announcement like this before, and I'm not doing this because anybody is going to miss me necessarily. I only have around 150 people listening to big feeds, a Star Wars one, which is fully operational, my Star Wars podcast, Swing Through Comics, and MJ Loves Toku. I think each of those have about 150. I doubt that those are repeat people, but if you are, let me know if I pulled a hat trick or not with you. It'd be kind of funny to know. But anyway, I'm just making this general announcement, not like I said, because I think everyone's going to miss me, but just because I hate it when shows go on hiatus and you don't know what happened to them. Because I'm a podcast listener as well as a podcast maker. And I wanted to just let you know that I'm going to be stopping for a while, probably the whole month of July 2020, and we'll see what happens beyond then. If you're a kraken, so to speak, and you want to be my benefactor, all I need is a couple like $1,000 a month, or let's swing for the fences. All I need is like $2,000 to $3,000 a month extra to be able to afford to mess around and focus on doing podcasts as opposed to hustling and trying to figure out other ways to make money. So I'm doing this for financial reasons and because I have responsibilities to take care of, and I realized I just got a rude awakening that I need to work on hustling and making extra money, and then having the energy to be there to devote time and attention to my family. And this is just putting too much of a strain on me. I can't do it anymore. I want to be free to do so much more, but the finances don't make sense right now. And maybe one day, and I'm hoping one day soon, I'll be able to successfully sell some books, and then I'll be able, I'll have money, and it'll be easier to have to make the time to do things that I can get paid for, as opposed to things that I just plan to give away for free, which I've never wanted to give away, or I've never wanted to charge at all for any of my podcast or analysis type material. I don't think it's worth doing that, and I just enjoy making the stuff. So I'm even going to have to probably stop watching the things that I've been watching or reading as a matter of course, so that I can just put my attention on figuring out the whole query letter system. I'm going to be digging through Query Shark and then trying to find a an agent, a literary agent, so I have one children's book manuscript that I have finished and completed, and I worked with a professional to get it, gussied up and ready for querying, but I still need to go through the query process and all that. So basically, I'm hoping that my aspirations to be an author will end up being lucrative, and I'm hoping it happens sooner than later. But I can't just hope. I need to have a plan. I need to take action, and I need to put in the work. So I found myself recently working on other manuscripts, and I already have at least one other one completed. So I have like 2 completed manuscripts. Actually, that's not true. I have 3 total. Anyway, but I found myself working on a 4th, and I thought, well, this doesn't make sense to keep just working on manuscripts wishing that they get published, because it's not going to happen unless I do the work and put in the work to figure out the whole, to find a literary agent and to get my querying skills honed so that any literary agent would be interested in taking my my query and entertaining the idea of publishing my book. So I have to focus on that stuff, and these fun extra things I do are secondary. I'm really bummed because there's a new Ultraman coming out. There's an Ultraman comic coming out in September. I wanted to talk more about that. Zero One, Kamen Rider Zero One was just picking up. I have in the can my big analysis. Well, it's like 90% done. I was editing it and I was almost done with it. A big Phantom Menace review, and I was actually going to add more content to it, probably like 10 minutes more. And then all this happened, and I realized I can't do this, and I'm not going to push. I've already adopted the attitude of I'm going to release stuff when I release it, but now I realized I just got to take the time off and focus on, taking care of myself and my family. So anyway, I haven't had a lot of like consistent people who commenters or people who enjoyed the show, or I'm assuming if you stuck this in your subscription that you're enjoying the show, but you're not very active listeners. And for anybody who like really enjoyed my work, sorry. And let's all hope that I come back very soon, because all my problems have been solved. I think I've mentioned this before. Rabbi Gordon of blessed memory, his mother used to say, if a problem is based on not having enough money, then it's not really a problem, because you just get more money and you solve the problem. And that's what I'm going off to do. So anyway, everybody take care. We're living through crazy times, as you all know. Stay safe, protect yourself and your families. All the stuff I'm sure you've heard. Make sure you have a store of food. I would say, especially if you're a person who enjoys heroic fiction, you may not want to kill people. You may not want to have to get into fights, but you should at least have the strength of the heroes that we enjoy watching the adventures of, because they're all good-hearted people and they don't want to hurt people, but sometimes you have to take action to defend yourselves, and you should make sure that you have the capability to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. And other than that, I don't know. Don't judge people if you can avoid it. Give people the benefit of the doubt, and be loving, and do your best to make this world a more whole place, because the more fighting and discord we have, the worse things will be for everybody, and we don't want that, do we? Anyway, that's all for now. I gotta go. Take care, folks. Until next time, which will hopefully be at some point this year.